the hardest part of this whole year of becoming journey is grieving who I used to be. And, I'm realizing that it's not even that like I'm losing a sense of myself, or I no longer know who I am or what I stand for, what I value, what my work is, but I was hiding behind a specific part of me, um, just to protect myself, to shield myself. And now I'm entering into a season that requires me to fully show up. I'm entering into a season that requires me to show up, take up space, sit here, share your story, share your testimony, share your voice, share your work, speak up, share what you're processing, be vulnerable. What? What is that? How did we get here? How did we get here? I can no longer hide. Period. That's the end. That's the end of this video, by the way. I can no longer hide. I can't hide behind photography. I can't hide behind creative strategy. I can't hide behind even my art. I can't hide behind projects that I work on and doing things. It's like, and now fully show up here as you. Share your story here. Share the things that you have overcome here. So yeah, that's what we're talking about today. What that looks like, what that feels like, and grieving that. I wanted to talk about, photography. So photography has been my shield for a very long time. I've talked about this at length on here, but like it's my zone of excellence. It's not my zone of genius. It's my zone of excellence. It's what people most recognize. It's what people most resonate with. It's what people most benefit from. Hello. And so I always hid behind like, oh, I just take pictures and stuff. It's just, this is what I do. I take pictures. But I always knew that there was more. And I was like, yeah, no, like this is my value is here. I always had this idea that my value, the value that I bring into a space or into a conversation, into an environment is very transactional. It's very like, this is what I can do. Can you please allow me to come in here? It didn't require deeper emotional connection. It didn't require, yeah, wow, this is crazy. I'm literally realizing as I'm talking. It kept me safe. It kept me safe because I'm very talented. And so, oh my gosh, I stand out in any room that I find myself in because I'm talented. I'm actually really good at what I do. So I come in and I'm like, okay, this is what I can do for you. And when you're like in a room and you can feel people size you up, like that's something that I experience a lot, like in major cities that I find myself navigating. Well, like you had a networking event and people are like, what do you do? And I'm like, I do this. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah. Let's exchange info because you have something that I can benefit from. There is a clear transaction that can happen here. And there's something that you provide that I can benefit from. And I hid behind that for a very long time. I didn't seek deeper connection with people. And I mainly held on to, I'm listen, you want pictures? You know who to call. I'm the girl you call to take cool pictures of you. We don't need to go, it doesn't have to be any deeper than that. And so I hid behind that for a very long time. And then, so that's photography. And then I moved into creative projects, building our community. And that I was like, ugh, I don't like this one bit because I'm sharing more. I'm letting people into, when I hosted workshops, I let people more into things that I was struggling with. But a behind the scenes look into my artistic process, exactly what I'm doing here. I was doing this work 3 years ago. I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all because it's forcing me to share my story. It's forcing me to share the why behind my work, right? So you go from photography, which was very transactional, ain't nothing going on there, to now facilitator, which forced me to lean in a little bit more. And then you have artist, right? They're all the same, by the way. They're interchangeable, but it's just like I'm getting more and more visible over time. And then you have the artist who is creating installation work. Like when I experienced that shift in my work from photography, I print work and it's in an exhibition and I ship it off to somewhere cool, versus now I'm creating an installation and I'm talking about grief. I'm creating an installation and I'm talking about uncovering my identity. I was talking about this on the first day of this virtual residency that I'm doing. I was talking about it over the weekend, and I was just like, my art form is it's my form of therapy. That's how I process, and I'm having to share that publicly, and it's heavy. It's traumatizing. It's vulnerable. It's heavy. It's sticky. It's a lot, and I keep that to myself. I hide it. I don't show any of it. And so you go on my Instagram, you see pretty pictures, pretty pictures. And I feel like a lot of us are hiding behind a mask. You go on my website, yeah, she's a cool photographer, but you're not. And so the more art I make, the more I show up. I'm sharing more of this. Too much. I don't like it one bit. So yeah, I'm realizing that, like, I'm realizing how good I had it when I was just surface level with people. How about that? I'm realizing how good I had it, but you know, the deeper truth is that it shielded me from perception. It shielded me from what would somebody think of this? What would somebody think of that? What would somebody think of the fact that I struggle with this? What would somebody think about the fact that I struggle with that? That I struggle with identity? That I struggle with self-sabotage? Sorry. That I struggle with like this deep identity crisis. The burnout. But the burnout is rooted in all of this. It's rooted in pushing myself and overcompensating in areas that I didn't have to. It's rooted in just like toxic patterns of trying to prove my worth and whatever is the most transactional way. Photography, creative direction, yeah, let me do things for you. Sure, like yeah, we don't have to go in deeper. Let's stay right here. Stay right here. And I'm grieving that. I'm grieving that I could keep my process to myself. I didn't have to do this publicly in front of people. I'm grieving that, but the next version of myself is calling me to the front. Is calling me to share these stories publicly. Is calling me to candidly talk about how I'm processing this, how I'm navigating this. When I get to the other side, I hope somebody can be like, girl, I was right there too, girl. It's crazy. I know I'm meant for more. I know that I'm meant to do cool things. So what happens if I get out of the way? Get out of the way. Stop limiting myself. Stop with the overthinking. Stop with the sabotage. Give in. And just see what happens. Just see what happens. It don't have to be nothing crazy. You know? So yeah, that's what I'm sitting with. I'm grieving. I'm grieving the different transformations that I've gone through in my life. I'm grieving the ways that I was able to hide and shield and protect myself. But was it even healthy though? You know what I mean? It's all part of it. But that's the thing about grieving as well. It's like you only think about the good. You only think about the perceived good. You only think about, oh yeah, but it was da da da. But it was like, it wasn't my true self. I wasn't being authentic. I wasn't exploring my creativity in the best way. I was self-sabotaging. I was getting in my own way. I was being like my number one enemy. So was it really? That's what I'm sitting with. I don't like this. I don't like that my life is moving more into a public archive of becoming a public, that I'm sharing my deep philosophies publicly, that I'm sharing my worldview publicly. But this is also like the perfect time. This is the perfect time because I've been having these reflections for years, deeply internally, putting my value system in place, my morals, what's important to me for years. I've been crafting my voice for 2 years behind the scenes, making videos that never came publicly for 2 years. Is that 2 years? What is it? Yeah, 2 years, 2024. Plus 2024, yeah. Behind the scenes. Nobody knows. And then now it's like, and now put that publicly. Put that outside. I don't like it. But I'm trying my best. I show up every day and I'm like, I'm pulling teeth, but I'm here. I'm pulling teeth, but I'm here. This next season of my life is asking me to show up as my full self. I can't hide behind photography. I can't hide behind an unlisted private video. I have to show up fully as me. I have to show up fully as me. That's how I honor myself. That's how I honor my truth. That's how I honor my journey. And that's what this next season of my life is asking of me. So yeah. Yeah, these are the things that I'm thinking about. And, you know, I mean, I'm grateful. It's such an honor to be able to, you know. But when I was in hiding, yeah, when I was hiding behind my skill set, when I was hiding behind what I can do for other people, the attention was never on me. That's another thing. The attention was never on me. I'm an amazing communicator to a fault. But I can sit in conversation with you and make it about you the entire time, so we don't have to talk about me. This is what I'm grieving. Because in these videos, I talk about me every single day. I come on here and I bare my soul. This is what I'm processing today. I'm having a hard time with this. I'm confronting that. This is keeping me up at night. We're talking about me every single day. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Because I am the listener, friend. I will sit there and I will hold your hand and you can go ahead and air out your grievances, girl. I'm listening. I'm gonna come through, I'm gonna take pictures of you, I'm gonna go about my business. It can be easily transactional. You good? You vented, you ranted, that was good, wonderful. Goodbye and good night. And now in my own space, I have to show up now. Because I fully intended for these videos to be like, girl, let me come on here and give all the girls the marketing tips. I'm gonna give you the marketing tips. I'm the marketing girly. This is how I'm building my career. These are grants I'm applying for. These are opportunities that I'm receiving. This is public art that I'm making. This is like I'm putting y'all on. How are we now talking about, emotional capacity. We're talking about burnout. We're talking about grief. We're talking about identity. We're talking about courage. How did we get here? Let's go back to talking about photography, please. Man, my future self is calling me to the forefront, and I can't ignore it anymore because I know that I'm called to more. I know I'm called to go deeper. I know that I'm called to share my story. So yeah, let's see what happens when I move out of the way. I give in, da 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 da. You win, da 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 da. I give in, da 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 da. You win. I give in. Y'all win. So yeah, that's what I'm sitting with. What about you? Have you ever had moments where you know you're being called to more? You're being called to your elevation. You're being called to your next season. You're being called to your higher self, and it's scary. It's very scary. Well, my name is Lynn, and I'm documenting my year of becoming, where I'm giving myself permission to live my life on my own terms. And I'm recording it and documenting it in real time every single day. So yeah, I'll be right here. Let's reconnect again. Bye.